liberties can be put in jeopardy, and you may have questions about what to do or who to call. Let Doc Blanchard of Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland help you find the answers. Attorneys at law since 1974 and located in downtown Ocala. If you have legal issues, don't go it alone. Call 352-732-7218. Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland, helping protect your liberties every day.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY only $4.99. Plus DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
Attention passengers for Flight 1370. The plane has been delayed at its departure point and will be at least 2 hours late. We apologize for any inconvenience.
Are you serious? It took us over an hour to get here, 2 hours going through security and getting our tickets, and now we have to wait another 2 hours.
Yeah, it's beautiful here, but we're inside this overcrowded airport all day because the plane is stuck in bad weather.
This is the last time we ever do this. When we get back, we're going to Ocala Aviation and getting our pilot's license.
Yeah, we've been talking about that long enough. It's about time we did it. Then we could just fly ourselves and never have to deal with this mess again.
Right. No long lines, no full body groping security, no baggage checks.
Not to mention never losing your luggage. Remind me again why we haven't done that?
Well, we're idiots.
Oh, right.
Attention all passengers for Flight 1370. It looks like the plane is going to be delayed a little bit longer. The airline has lost the pilot's luggage. Isn't it time you got your pilot's license? Call Ocala Aviation today. 352-861-7484. That's 352-861-7484. Hey, you've earned it. Call today.
Some would say that this country is in the toilet. Some would even go so far as to say the economy is going down the drain. But we say, if water runs through it, we do it.
At Mike Scott Plumbing, we don't make promises we can't keep. We'll be there on time, every time. We promise to work around your schedule and not ours. And we won't charge you overtime for nights, weekends, or holidays. So remember, if water runs through it, we do it. Mike Scott Plumbing, 237-2888.
Hi, I'm Sean Scott, owner of Mike Scott Plumbing, and I approve this message.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hi, this is Becky at Hello Gorgeous Salon. It's time to get that new look started. Let's get rid of those sun-damaged ends and faded out color and get into something rich and vibrant. Humidity is not your hair's friend. It causes your hair to capture moisture and leaves it looking dry and unhealthy. Hello Gorgeous is a certified Brazilian blowout salon. We can tame those locks, leaving your hair healthy and shiny with a Brazilian smoothing treatment. So let us help you make a great first impression. Call us today to set your appointment at Hello Gorgeous. Our number is 352-351-5358. Again, that's 352-351-5358. And don't forget, we also do men and children's cuts too. 351-5358. Hello Gorgeous is conveniently located in the heart of downtown Ocala. So call today and set up your appointment at Hello Gorgeous Salon at 351-5358. That's 351-5358.
Hello, gorgeous.
Everyone's favorite time of year is here. Yep, it's Christmas in July at Blockers Furniture in Ocala. Old St. Nick just stopped by Blockers for its mid-year drop-off of savings, including sectionals starting as low as $1 on select queen bed with dresser and mirror sets, mattresses starting at just $3.99 and more. Plus a free Christmas tree with purchase of $6.99 or more while supplies last. It's Christmas in July at Blockers Furniture, 2402 Southwest College Road, Ocala. BlockersFurniture.com. See Blockers for complete offer details.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks. I just saw this story during the break and I was like, really? California, LA County is looking to bring back their mask mandates because of the ninja variant. That's right, the ninja variant of COVID. We'll get into that in just a moment. Good morning, you're on Ocala Talks.
Good morning, Tom. You forgot one thing when you were talking about inflation. And not everything is going up. The interest rates that you get on your savings account are below 1%.
Sonny.
Like 0.01%. Well, after the Depression, when the banks started, well, it wasn't actually during the Depression, when the banks started opening up, they started off paying 1%. You can't find a bank around here that's even going to give you 0.5%, never mind 1%. But that was one of the things I missed out on before.
My bank's at 0.25%, Sonny. My bank's at 0.25%. My bank's at 0.25%.
That would be good.
Thanks for the call, Sonny.
All right, bye.
He's right, though. Savings accounts have not gone up. They haven't. Hey, Al, give you where your weather's at today. The best chance for rain, according to the National Weather Service, later in the evening after 5 p.m. The weather, after 8 p.m. actually, it goes up to about 50% of scattered thunderstorms in our area. Tomorrow starts off cloudy, mostly cloudy throughout the day with scattered thunderstorms, around 52 to 55% around 2 p.m. tomorrow. Sunday it stays partly to mostly cloudy, and we got, about a 50% rain chance in the afternoon on Sunday. So it's summertime in the rainy season in Florida. We got about a 50% chance every afternoon of scattered thunder showers and clouds intermittent. So, surprise, it's July in Florida. Good morning, you're on Ocala Talks.
Good morning, Tom.
Hey, Hugh.
You're talking about interest rates and banking and all that kind of baloney. I've got an uncle up in Sheboygan, Wisconsin, and he's worth a couple of bucks, and he went out and bought himself one big safe bolted to the floor, and he has no money in the bank, and it's all in his bedroom.
Can I invest money with him, and will he give me a better return than 0.25%?
He might. I don't know, because it can't get any worse than that. It's almost like, why just give your money away to somebody so they can invest it,
Well, a lot of savings accounts now charge you a monthly fee to have the savings account. So you're actually losing money in a savings account. You're not making any.
That's exactly what he told me. I just talked to him last week, and he says, I got a nice big safe bolted to the concrete floor in my bedroom there, and it's all my savings and my life, everything is in that safe, and I feel very comfortable about it.
So I was talking to, just because you're on the phone, Hugh, I was talking to a group of people that are enthusiasts of I believe it was your cousin that invented Dungeons and Dragons. Is that right?
Oh, yeah, Gary Gigax, yes.
Right. I have some big Dungeons and Dragons things at the Bellevue Library. I think it's this weekend or next weekend. And I said, well, the cousin of Gygax that invented Dungeons and Dragons lives right here in Ocala. They go, oh my God! One of the family members of Dungeon. They were very excited to find out that one of the family members of the inventor of Dungeons and Dragons lives right here in Ocala.
I don't play games. I never played that game. I don't play games, those kind of games and stuff. But I was friendly with him. He passed away about 5 or 6 or 7 years ago.
Did Gary make any money from his invention?
He was when he had a big funeral. He lived in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, which is a very wealthy spot, and I think he was worth millions. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Hey, Hugh, have a great weekend. And hey, by the way, I know this.
Yeah.
You want everybody to know that the downtown market will be open tomorrow.
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to be down there. I try to make it every Saturday. Even if I don't really buy anything, it's just fun walking around and looking at the stuff and the people and just being downtown. It's just a wonderful place to be on the weekend.
Well, be careful, Hugh. The Ninja variant, the BA.5 Ninja COVID variant is out there. Just so you know, it's out there.
Oh, boy.
The Ninja variant.
Yeah. That whole thing doesn't bother. All I can tell you real quickly is way back about 1.5 years ago, I had the virus. My doctor told me you got natural immunity. Don't get any shots of any kind now. You're fine. You're set for life, and that's the way I'm going.
There you go. Thanks for the call, Hugh. Have a great weekend.
Okay, you too. Have a good one. Thank you.
Yeah, the highly transmittable subvariant of Omicron, BA.5. People are starting to contract the virus despite vaccinations or immunity from previous infections. The ninja virus. Is it more dangerous? According to CDC, it's much easier to catch and pass on. While cases are up again, though, hospitalizations and death haven't been anywhere near the height of the even Omicron surge, and the majority of people catching it again are not seeing severe illness, especially if they've been vaccinated. So much to do about nothing, folks, with this ninja variant that you're going to start hearing about. The ninja variant. You know, they got to make it sound scary. Ooh, it's a ninja variant. Shut up. It's a virus. You know, get vaccinated if you need to get vaccinated. Go to your doctor if you get sick. Birthdays today. Well, let's do this day in history first. On the effect of OPEC's cuts in oil production. Sound familiar, folks? Sound familiar? Real quick. Good morning. You're on Ocala Talks. You got about 30 seconds.
Only because the elections are coming up.
That's the only reason. It's the only reason.
That's my comment.
Thanks, Bridget. Have a good day. Have a great weekend.
Show.
Thank you.
You too.
Bye. I believe if I got that right, that is the Bridget that is the president of the Republican Executive Committee. I believe that's who that Bridget was. But yeah, Jimmy Carter blamed oil as the reason for inflation and recession back in 1979 in a speech on this day in history, July 15th. Birthdays today. Linda Ronstadt is 76. Willie Ames from 8 is Enough and Charles in Charge is 62. Forrest Whitaker, 61. And Bridget Nielsen, who was Sylvester Stallone's wife, she was also Red Sonja. She is 59 years old today. Hey, I want to thank all my listeners, all my callers, and the sponsors of this program. Without all of you working hard to keep this going, we wouldn't be able to do this. For everybody involved in the program, from the Martone family to the sales staff I have here, to you, the callers and listeners, thanks for listening. Talk to you next week.
OCA AM, W242 CAFM, Ocala, the source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
Chinese exports to Russia of microchips and other electronic components and raw materials, some with military applications, have increased since Moscow's invasion of Ukraine, complicating efforts by U.S. and Western allies to isolate the country. China recorded its weakest growth rate in more than 2 years, a measure of the cost imposed on the world's second-largest economy by Beijing's COVID-19 lockdown lasting roughly 3 months. China's GDP expanded at a 0.4 annual rate in the April to June period. Saudi Arabia announced new rules Friday that will allow commercial planes from Israel to fly over the kingdom, a gesture to President Biden as he's flying in today from Israel. In one of the highest-profile gubernatorial battles in the country, Georgia Democrat Stacey Abrams is leveraging a vast amount of money. Unfortunately for Georgians, most of the money is from out of state. USA Radio News.
Attention weekend gardeners, don't let insect pests destroy your hard work. Fight back with Maggie's Farm, created by pest control professionals. Maggie's Farm plant and mineral-based products provide amazingly effective insect control, like our 3-in-1 garden spray for organic gardening. Deadly on insects, but safe to use around children and pets. Or for really hard to kill bugs, try our new beetle and box elder bug killer. Maggie's Farm, lethal to bugs, easy on the planet. Look for Maggie's Farm at Walmart, Menards, or at MaggiesFarmProducts.com.
Now you can fly anywhere in the world and pay discount prices on your airline tickets. Book a flight today to London, Paris, Madrid, or anywhere else you want to go and pay a lot less guaranteed. Call the International Travel Department right now at Low Cost Airlines.
800-215-5141. 800-215-5141. That's 800-215-5141.
Fentanyl continues to kill Americans.
Over the 4th of July weekend, Gadsden County in Florida reported 19 overdoses of fentanyl, 9 of which were fatal. Florida Republican Senator Marco Rubio says the amount of fentanyl being smuggled across the border deserves more attention. He also shares with Fox and Friends his reaction to the overdoses in Gadsden.
They had a mass casualty event, over a dozen, maybe 2 dozen young people, contaminated drugs that were used, and they had this massive fentanyl overdose problem over the weekend there. It's a horrifying crisis.
From the USA Radio News Phoenix Bureau, I'm Tim Berg.
7 Hong Kong men who tried to flee Hong Kong by speedboat to escape protest-related charges were sentenced Friday to between 7 and 10 months imprisonment for acts to perverse the course of justice. The judge said the men have a contempt for the judiciary and deliberate challenge to the legal system in China. USA Radio News.
Suspense. The shadow knows. Mystery in the air. Starring Peter Lorre.
I am the Whistler, and I know many things, for I walk by night.
The greatest radio shows of all time, Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, on this radio station or at our webpage, classicradio.stream. That's classicradio.stream. Or search your favorite podcast app.
More shark attacks off the East Coast.
2 people were bitten by a shark within hours of each other off the coast of New York, making it the 4th and 5th shark attacks off of Long Island in 2 weeks.
He was a little shaken up, as you can imagine, but we believe he's going to be okay.
County Executive Steve Maloney. Scientists cite warming ocean temperatures and a resurgence of bunkerfish for the shift in sightings. Experts say the increase in the number of sharks is a sign that conservation efforts have been successful. For USA Radio News Los Angeles Bureau, I'm Ellie Andrews.
After calling the regime in Saudi Arabia a pariah while running for president, Biden is meeting with the Saudi crown prince today.
Well, I think the president was very clear that human rights are always on the agenda when he meets with foreign leaders. I think that he was very clear today that the human rights are central to his foreign policy. They're certainly central to who he is as a leader, and he will not shy away.
That's John Kirby, coordinator for strategic communications at the National Security Council. President Biden justifies his meeting after evidence points to the regime killing an American journalist.
I always bring up human rights, but my position on Khashoggi has been so clear. If anyone doesn't understand it in Saudi Arabia or anywhere else, then they haven't been around for a while.
Thanks for listening, my friend. It's well appreciated. I'm Lance Pry. We are USA Radio News.
First, we decide where we want to go. Then we need to know the best way to get there. Hi, my name's
Portions of the following program may contain pre-recorded material.
This is your source for breaking news and what to make of it all. This is the Mike Gallagher Show.
Don't get mad. Get everything.
I'm not making ends meet. I'm not making it. I'm setting my savings. It's the first time in my life I've had to apply for food stamps because I don't know how we're going to continue eating groceries.
You covering for her. Not really interested. She doesn't know the words she uses and cannot in the Judiciary Committee sit and answer the questions on something as important as life or death is outrageous.
Now, from the ReliefFactor.com studios, here's Mike Gallagher.
Oh, the irony. The irony. The CEO of Starbucks explains why they're shutting stores all over America in crime-ridden, Democrat-led cities. The left loves Starbucks. Boy, you love your double grande mocha latte frappuccino for $12.67 a cup. Nothing like, you walk into a Starbucks and you're going to run into a whole bunch of woke customers. And Starbucks has to explain to its customers why they're having to shut so many of their locations in cities like, I don't know, Seattle, Portland, L.A. Here's the Starbucks CEO. This is footage that was obtained by the Post-Millennial. And Howard Schultz is trying to explain to the shareholders, apparently, why they're having to close down all these Starbucks throughout the country.
And I don't have to spend too much time in the field. We had one yesterday in San Antonio. But in all of those sessions, it has shocked me that one of the primary concerns that our retail partners have is their own personal safety. And then we heard the stories that go along with it about what happens in our bathrooms. The issue of mental illness, and the issues of homelessness, and the issues of crime. And Starbucks is a window into America. We have stores in every community, and we are facing things in which the stores were not built for. And so we're listening to our people and closing stores, and this is just the beginning. There are going to be many more.
Is that not something?
Let's go, Brandon.
Biden's crime-ridden America. You should walk through the streets of New York. It's unreal. If I was a cruel person, I would send you the picture of the man defecating outside the radio station this morning on Broadway and Pine Street, right by Wall Street, right in front of Trinity Church. A guy, homeless, tortured, poor soul, pulling his pants down and just going to the bathroom. 8:15 in the morning, right? Just people walking, going to work, going to Wall Street, going to the stock exchange, going to the radio station, going to the insurance company, doing your thing. Oh, try not to step in the poop. I mean, I haven't gotten on a subway yet in New York in the last week and a half where I haven't seen, every single time I've seen somebody jump the turnstile, which means they're stealing. They want to steal. They want to ride the subway for free. And that has become, and there's no way to talk about this because it's purely anecdotal. And I dread even mentioning this to you because I'm going to come off as a stone-cold bigot. Let me just put it this way. There hasn't been a single non-person of color that I've seen in the 10 straight times that I've watched people jumping the turnstile to avoid the $3.75 fee, the fare that it costs to ride the subway. Every single time, it has been a person of color. Well-dressed in most cases. Gucci bag in one case. Yesterday, guy had a briefcase. He looked like a businessman almost my age. Short little guy, and he went right under the turnstile. Stealing. I don't know what to do. I'm looking at it like, what, do I call 911? Well, of course not. What are they going to do? They're going to laugh at me. They're not arresting any of these people. They're not arresting people that are shoplifting over and over and over and over. I saw the story the other day. A woman shoplifted 100 times. She's been arrested
100 times. Now, being arrested for shoplifting, when you go in and menace a store like a Duane Reade or a CVS or a Walgreens, and you go in with a garbage bag like the guy does across the street from my former apartment in Lower Manhattan, every day the guy goes in and clears off the shelves with a garbage bag. And he growls at anybody who tries to stop him. And he's known to say to anybody who says, please put that back, don't you think Black Lives Matter? Because Black Lives Matter, buddy. That's what he says. And who wants to stop him? Going to be called a racist. And I'm sure somebody will think I'm a racist for pointing out that the last 10 people over the last 10 subway rides, I haven't taken the subway once where I haven't seen somebody jump the turnstile. That's how common it has become. And I promise you, if it's happening on the subways, it's happening on the buses. People are thinking they can steal without any consequence. It is like a horror movie. I am torn. On the one hand, I've never been so happy to move out of a city like New York, finally for good, close my apartment, end the lease, I'm out. On the other hand, it's still a great American city. It's New York City. The arts, the theater, the food, the entertainment, the people. You know, they don't say it's the greatest city in the world for nothing. And Democrats have taken this city and run it into the ground. And how do you talk about this without a political component? How do I talk about the 10 straight times I've seen somebody jump in the turnstile at the subway stations and not point out that every single one of those have been Black Americans without sounding like a racist? I mean, I'm not a racist. I don't want to, the color of their skin is not dictating a crime. Black people are not instinctively criminals. I'm not saying the fact that they're black is why. I'm saying every single person I've seen, I'm not kidding you, 10 times, at least, maybe more. Every time, take the C train, the E, whatever train I've taken, the 1, the 9, any of the trains I've taken, I go into the subway station, got my Metro card in my hand to swipe it. Ahead of me or behind me is somebody who jumps the turnstile, who's stealing from the city of New York, from the MTA. That's a theft. It's just like, it's not really that far from going down to the liquor store and robbing a liquor store. You're stealing. You can't do that. You're not allowed to just jump the turnstile when everybody else is expected to pay for a ride on the subway. How many millions of dollars of revenue would New York City be collecting if they enforced turnstile jumping? And yet something's going on. And I don't know if it is a race thing. I don't know if race has any role to play in this. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I'm an observer. I'm a big fat white guy with a big mouth on the radio who's watching crimes committed right in front of me over and over and over again. Here's the Starbucks CEO. They're shutting down Starbucks because of the crime, because the baristas don't feel safe, because of the criminals, and because of what's happening, activity and behavior in bathrooms of Starbucks. This country is being wrecked from within. And the media looks the other way. Wouldn't you think there'd be a nice big investigative story in the New York Times or the Daily News or CNN? Wouldn't they want to know about all the people who are jumping turnstiles in a city like New York? If it's happening here, I got to believe it's happening in Chicago. I got to believe it's happening in LA. I got to believe it's happening all over the country. People are afraid. You walk down the street in a big American city run by Democrats, is this the day you're going to get stabbed or punched in the face or shot, robbed? And the Democrats, they're fixated on things like the Supreme Court. Wow, Elizabeth Warren was confronted by a reporter. This tells you everything you need to know. She's chased. She runs from a reporter. Fox Business reporter Hillary Vaughn seen Democrat Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren, who the other day, disgracefully, this putrid belief that crisis pregnancy centers in America should be shut down. This is what she said the other day. I want you to hear Elizabeth Warren, powerful Democrat senator from Massachusetts. And she's a big deal in Washington. She's a big deal in the country. There are plenty of people who walk around saying, she's the best. Here's what Elizabeth Warren said about the noble, wonderful efforts of thousands and thousands of women and men around the country staffing crisis pregnancy centers to try to help and assist and guide women who might be facing an unwanted pregnancy. Here's what Elizabeth Warren said about these crisis pregnancy centers.
In Massachusetts right now, those crisis pregnancy centers that are there to fool people who are looking for pregnancy termination help outnumber true abortion clinics by 3 to 1. We need to shut them down here in Massachusetts, and we need to shut them down all around the country. You should not be able to torture a pregnant person like that.
Wow. That's the Democrat Party right there. That's it. You going to vote Democrat in November? So yesterday, Fox Business reporter Hillary Vaughn sees Warren starting to go towards her car. Listen to this. Watch this.
Senator, an activist group is offering to pay people if they send in the locations of justices. Do you think that this has gone too far at this point?
She slams the door. You know what's wild about that clip is Elizabeth Warren is standing there listening to the question. And as soon as she hears the question, the big coward runs for the car and slams the door on the reporter's face. Play it again, Yuri. This is a good day to watch this clip. If you're listening to us on your favorite radio station, you're by a computer or a smartphone, go to Salem News Channel, go to the Salem News, download the app, watch it online, salemnewschannel.com. You got to see this because it's not a matter of the reporter getting her as she's walking. You know what I mean? She's standing there listening to the question, and as soon as she recognizes that she's being asked to account for activist groups that are posting the addresses of Supreme Court justices like a coward, she flees. She runs to the front seat of the car and slams the door on the reporter. One more time, Yuri.
Senator, an activist group is offering to pay people if they send in the locations of justices. Do you think that this has gone too far at this point?
Slams the door. Hey, Elizabeth Warren, it's a good question, and I hope they keep asking you over and over again. Is it too far? Considering the assassination attempt on conservative Justice Kavanaugh recently, that groups you love are offering bounties so that people can harass and target and intimidate and threaten Supreme Court justices when they go to a restaurant? What crappy, vile people a lot of them are, and Elizabeth Warren is at the top of the totem pole. 800-655-MIKE, 800-655-6453. Hope you join me.
Take Mike with you wherever you go. Download the Salem News Channel app on your mobile device and watch The Mike Gallagher Show anytime. The Mike Gallagher Show in the palm of your hand. Download the Salem News Channel mobile app today.
To each evening when the lights are low.
I began a journey January 3rd to lose weight, and since January 3rd, when I started the PhD weight loss and nutrition program, I've lost over 50 pounds, and I'm so proud of it. I'm so excited to tell you about Dr. Ashley Lucas and her brilliant program called PhD Weight Loss and Nutrition. Over 50 pounds? How much do you need to lose? Do you want to get rid of that visceral belly fat once and for all? If I can do it, anyone can. Are you ready? It starts with the one-on-one consultation. You can do PhD weight loss and nutrition from anywhere in the world. They'll send you the food. They'll ship it to you. They're great about the food. That I love the protein bars, the cereals, so much of the dinners, all the great food. Or you could use your own food. They're going to work with you every step of the way. Call their office to make an appointment, 864-644-1900. 864-644-1900 or schedule online, myphdweightloss.com. Over 50 pounds, holding great, steady. I'm not ever hungry. It's an amazing way to lose the weight and keep it off. It's called PhD Weight Loss and Nutrition. To learn more, go to myphdweightloss.com, myphdweightloss.com, or call 864-644-1900 just to book that one-on-one consultation. Do it today.
We have to fix our souls. Our souls are broken in this nation.
They could run Michelle Obama. And if they do...
Check out the stunning new movie on Salem now, Michelle Obama 2024, her real-life story and her plan for power.
They want you to be afraid of change.
Film director Joel Gilbert takes a deep dive into the life of Michelle Obama, from Chicago to Princeton to Martha's Vineyard. It turns out Michelle Obama is not who she pretends to be.
Maybe somebody's going to discover that I shouldn't be here.
Michelle Obama 2024, now playing on salemnow.com.
Fundamentally transforming the United States of America.
First Barack, and now Michelle Obama wants to transform America.
We're working to change the future of this nation.
This new movie has stunning game-changing revelations from Michelle Obama's past. The film director says only the truth can stop her. Michelle Obama 2024. Watch the movie on demand or buy the DVD on salemnow.com.
Recent minutes from the Fed meeting affirmed what we already know. Inflation is going to be entrenched for the foreseeable future. Yes, that means the dollar is worth less. Yes, that means you must diversify your assets. Well, your first stop to protect your savings and your retirement is to go to MikeForGold.com. MikeForGold.com connects you with the good people at Birch Gold Group, who I invest with and who I trust to help you protect your savings with gold and silver. Birch Gold will assist you in diversifying a 401k or an IRA into gold, physical gold. I want you to take action today. Just go to MikeForGold.com and get a free info kit on diversifying and protecting your savings with precious metals, like I do. They have an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau, countless 5-star reviews, thousands of satisfied customers, including me. So visit MikeForGold.com and get real help from my friends at Birch Gold Group today. Again, go to MikeForGold.com to claim your free no-obligation info kit on protecting your savings with gold.
Mike Gallagher.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance. For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-940-6161. That's 1-800-940-6161. Or go to SelectQuote.com. That's 1-800-940-6161. SelectQuote. We shop, you save. Full details on example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials.
The word is out. People are abandoning their overpriced wireless carriers and flocking to Pure Talk for the same 5G coverage, but at a fraction of the price. In fact, the average family saves over $800 a year when switching from Verizon, AT&T, or T-Mobile. And switching is so easy. You can keep your phone, keep your number, or get huge discounts on the latest iPhones and Androids. Right now, you can get unlimited talk, text, and 6 gigs of data for just $30 a month. Or if you still want unlimited data, you can get that and still save a fortune. So make the switch and get the same coverage as the big guys, but at half the price. Go to puretalk.com, type in your address to find the coverage at your home, then enter promo code HALF, and you'll save an additional 50% off your first month. That's puretalk.com, promo code HALF. Switch to Pure Talk and get unlimited talk, text, and 6 gigs of data for just $30 a month, because Pure Talk is simply smarter wireless.
Every day in this country, police officers protect and serve our communities. But that service comes with great risk. That's why Mike Gallagher founded Gallagher's Heroes. Gallagher's Heroes Fallen Officer Fund supports the family of officers killed in the line of duty. We also provide the First Responders Bible free of charge to the brave men and women who help keep our communities safe every day. Please support law enforcement. The Gallagher's Heroes Fallen Officer Fund. Go to Gallagher'sHeroes.org or call 888-99-I-GIVE. That's Gallagher'sHeroes.org. Mike Gallagher.
Elizabeth Warren, I swear the sheer evil in that woman's voice. Think about what she said. She was disappointed that we're not having more opportunities to kill babies than we are to save babies. How evil and devilish that is disgusting.
I can't disagree with you. Here's a crisis pregnancy center director blasting what she said. This is the Alternatives Pregnancy Center director Heidi Matsky on Fox News yesterday.
Her words are actually horrific. Pregnancy centers throughout the entire country give away $266 million of free medical services and resources to communities all over this incredible country. And her words are just incredibly hurtful. Our pregnancy center here in Sacramento is a fully licensed OBGYN medical clinic.
It's an absolute battle between good and evil. This is not right or wrong or right or left. This is right versus wrong. It's good versus evil. It's as plain as the nose on my face. 800-655-MIKE. We'll get your reaction to all of it. Coming up.
Ready for a change of scenery in the new year? The best place to start is your own home. If you haven't tried Blinds.com, now's the time to start the year fresh with new window treatments at a great low price. Save on everything at Blinds.com, including blinds, shades, interior shutters, and even outdoor shades. Whether you're looking for blackout shades or that perfect glow, choose from a beautiful array of options customized just for your home. It's easy to order online with free shipping and a guaranteed perfect fit, whether you DIY or have them handle the install from start to finish. Do not wait to save. Enjoy a brand new view all year long and turn your dream home into a reality. Visit Blinds.com now to save on the New Year's easiest home improvement project. Plus, pay over 24 months at 0% APR on qualifying purchases with PayPal Credit Easy payments through January 31st, 2021. As of September 1st, 2020, new PayPal credit accounts have a variable purchase APR of 23.99% that will vary with the market based on the prime rate. Minimum interest charge is $2. Subject to credit approval. Visit Blinds.com/PayPal for details.
USA Radio News with Lance Pry. Chinese exports to Russia of microchips and other electronic components and raw materials, some with military applications, have increased since Moscow's invasion of Ukraine, complicating efforts by U.S. and Western allies to isolate the country. China recorded its weakest growth rate in more than 2 years, a measure of the cost imposed on the world's second-largest economy by Beijing's COVID-19 lockdown lasting roughly 3 months. China's GDP expanded at a 0.4 annual rate in the April to June period. Saudi Arabia announced new rules Friday that will allow commercial planes from Israel to fly over the kingdom, a gesture to President Biden as he's flying in today from Israel. In one of the highest-profile gubernatorial battles in the country, Georgia Democrat Stacey Abrams is leveraging a vast amount of money. Unfortunately for Georgians, most of the money is from out of state. USA Radio News.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, Free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
That impacts you for years to come by traveling to Israel this year. Sign up today for the thrill and excitement of visiting the Holy Land this November with nationally syndicated media host Dr. Sebastian Gorka and renowned author and filmmaker Dinesh D'Souza. Visit StandWithIsraelTour.com for details and to register. On the tour, you'll step into history with mouth-watering cuisine, picturesque scenes, and magnificent people, while visiting over 40 iconic sites and sacred places you've only read and heard about for years. Pray at the Western Wall in Jerusalem, float in the mineral-rich Dead Sea, and take a boat onto the middle of the Sea of Galilee as you experience something transforming in your life. Call 855-565-5519 to reserve your spot. Again, visit StandWithIsraelTour.com to book your trip today.
Are you currently trying to buy a home in this crazy real estate market? Now is the time to stop what you're doing and be proactive. You need the American Financial Network. At 1-888-WE-APPROVE. Call the game changers at American Financial Network because they have the tools to help your offer get approved. Check out the Dream Team's new and improved quick application at AmericanRates.net. That's AmericanRates.net. Call today 1-888-WE-APPROVE. NMLS 237341. Branch NMLS 2139622.
The Mike Gallagher Show.
There's something about California. It's like Nancy Pelosi, Newsom, Adam Schiff. These are some of the worst people on the planet. What's up with people in California? They're repugnant people. I know they're in your party, but they're horrible people. Why are you voting for them?
In the ReliefFactor.com studios, here's Mike.
It's really hard to listen to Elizabeth Warren, a powerful U.S. senator, want to shut down crisis pregnancy centers and not think of that quote from, I think that was Adam Carolla last night on Tucker Carlson's show on Fox News. Speaking of Tucker Carlson, did you see the whole thing he did on Ray Epps? You know, Ray Epps is this mysterious figure who was encouraging people to go into the Capitol on January 5th and January 6th. It's all on video. The New York Times did a profile on him the other day, and they portray him as a victim. Literally a victim. Now, other January 6th protesters and rioters are going to be in jail for a long time. They've all been prosecuted, not this guy. And the beast accuses anyone who questions who he is or what he was doing and why he wasn't prosecuted and jailed for literally breaking the law and encouraging protesters to go into the Capitol, not to the Capitol, into the Capitol. Tucker Carlson did a takedown on this last night that was so powerful. I want to play the whole thing for you, including a conversation he has. I want you to hear the whole thing. It's really that important. I don't know Ray Epps from Ray Bolger. I have no idea who he is. He was from Phoenix, I think, and now he's hiding in fear because his life has been destroyed. His life was destroyed. So ultimately, up is down again. Here we go again. You got people who did the exact same thing Ray Epps did, and they're going to be spending considerable amount of jail time. Not him. He went from being like an FBI target to free and clear, and he's on tape. We got to go into the Capitol. We got to go inside the Capitol. And they're all saying, the people around him were on tape saying, this is a Fed. This is a Fed. This guy's not one of us. If you missed the Tucker Carlson expose of this whole debate, stick around. I want to play the whole thing for you coming up in just a moment. Give me your reaction to it as well. Not only your phone calls at 800-655-MIKE, but on the Pure Talk text line. So thrilled to have that partnership because Pure Talk, what a great American company run by a CEO. Their CEO is a U.S. veteran, I should say. Their U.S. customer service, that's right here in the U.S. of A., keeping jobs right here in America. And best part of all, Pure Talk on the same 5G network as all the big boys, giving you 4 lines of talk, text, and data for $64 a month. Let me repeat that. 4 lines of talk, text, and data for $64 a month. $16 a line. Pure Talk. All you got to do is dial pound 250 and say Mike Gallagher and get 4 lines for $64 a month. And with Pure Talk's no-risk money-back guarantee, you won't regret this. We're all Pure Talk folks here at Team Gallagher. We all have Pure Talk cell phones. It's what I took with me over to Germany, had no problem. Keep your iPhone, get a new phone. Keep your number, get a new number. But start saving big with Pure Talk. Dial pound 250 and say Mike Gallagher and start saving on your cell phone service today. Joan is in Simpsonville, South Carolina. Hi, Joan. How are you?
Hi, Mike.
Hi.
Yeah. First of all, I want to tell you, don't take what I have to say the wrong way because I love your show and I like listening to you.
Thank you.
But I listen to all conservative talk radio and I watch all the conservative news shows. Mm-hmm. And I'm sick to death of everybody. They'll make a comment like you did about black people going over the turnstiles, or the smash and grabs, which I watch, and I see that's at least 90% black people. And this is my beef. I'm sick and tired of everybody saying, oh, I'm really not a racist. I don't want anyone to be mad at me. Why the heck do you even have to say that? To me, you're perpetuating.
Because I don't want to sound like a racist by saying the last 10 people I saw jumping over the turnstile are black people. What do you, I mean, I don't care about somebody being mad at me. Please don't make me sound like I'm a big wimp. I don't want to say, I mean, it's an awkward, difficult thing to say. Do you not understand how anybody could hear that on the radio listening, and they turn on the radio and they hear a guy say the last 10 people I've seen jump the turnstile are all black and not suspect that person is a racist?
Or can I interject for 1 second?
Sure.
Now, tell me this. If there was a white person that committed crimes like that,
and there are,
person
yeah,
black person has to say, well, all the people I see are white. Now, nobody would ask them if they were racist, would they?
Well, nobody would probably sit around and say they were all white because somehow, I mean, Joan, I appreciate your sensitivity. You ought to have a little understanding and compassion. Picture a black person listening to the show and listening to you say, I'm sick of people saying that I don't want to come across as being racist when something could be perceived as racist. I'm not a racist. I just don't want to. This is a difficult issue, and it's a little bit more complicated than you want to make it out to be. Appreciate the call. 21 past the hour. I want you to hear this Tucker Carlson segment on Ray Epps. It's an amazing, amazing story. We've got it all for you next. Founded in 1938, the King's College is a Christian liberal arts college in New York City's financial district with majors in business, finance, politics, journalism, media, religion, and so much more. Every single program at the King's College is rooted by a politics, philosophy, and economics core curriculum, providing students with a framework for understanding the way the world works and how it is influenced. Because of this, King's graduates are well-rounded, critical thinkers. Hope you take an opportunity to get started. Visit tkc.edu and find out how you can attend the King's College in person or online. You could book an in-person campus tour Monday through Saturday. Apply to the King's College for free today. Just go to tkc.edu. Don't just go to college, go to King's. Start your journey. An extraordinary school, a Christian liberal arts college with a disciplined curriculum and a Christian worldview. In person or online. Find out how. Go to tkc.edu, tkc.edu.
Mike Gallagher.
Angie's List is now Angie, your home for everything home. And as any homeowner knows, caring for the place where you live can take, well, a lot of care. Luckily, Angie doesn't just have 20 plus years of home service experience. They've combined it with new tools to simplify how we tackle home care. Just bring them your project online or with the Angie app, answer a few questions, and Angie will handle the rest from start to finish. Or let you compare quotes from local pros and connect instantly. instantly, which means you can cross things off your to-do list in just a few taps. And when you book and pay through Angie, you get their happiness guarantee, covering your project up to the full purchase price. So whether it's routine maintenance or a dream remodel, Angie makes it easy to get the job done. Let's cross those projects off your to-do list this year. Download the free Angie mobile app today or visit Angie.com. That's ANGI.com.
Every day in this country, police officers put on their badge to protect and serve our communities. That service comes with a great risk to their personal health and safety. Officers never know if today's the day that they'll leave their home, never to return. Their families bear that risk as well. That's why Mike Gallagher founded Gallagher's Heroes. Gallagher's Heroes Fallen Officer Fund supports the family of officers killed in the line of duty. We help meet the immediate needs of police families in the wake of unthinkable tragedy. We also provide the First Responders Bible free of charge to the brave men and women who help keep our communities safe every day. Please support law enforcement by contributing to Gallagher's Heroes Fallen Officer Fund. Go to Gallagher'sHeroes.org or call 888-99-I-GIVE. Let's show our police officers everywhere that we honor their commitment to our communities. That's Gallagher'sHeroes.org or 888-99-I-GIVE. Support brave police families today. Go to Gallagher'sHeroes.org or call 888-99-I-GIVE.
Hello?
Hey, stranger.
Oh, hi. Thank goodness it's you. I was afraid to answer the phone.
Why? What's up?
The credit card companies are after me. They want me to make payments and the calls never stop.
Ouch. Been there before, but I got help from Trinity Debt Management.
Trinity?
Yeah, I called and right away Trinity contacted my creditors and got my interest rates cut in half. They ended all the late fees and over-limit charges, and they stopped those annoying phone calls.
Bet that was a relief.
Yep. Then they put me on a plan that consolidated my bills into one easy monthly payment. That way, I paid off my debt fast while saving thousands.
Nice.
Trinity even showed me how to plan and meet a monthly budget. So now I'm debt-free for keeps.
Wow. Do you still have their number?
Sure. Here, write this down and call 1-800-990-6976.
Can you repeat that?
1-800-990-6976. That's 1-800-990-6976.
The fight for the unborn is raging in our country. The Supreme Court has overturned Roe v. Wade, clearing the way for many states to ban or severely limit abortion. The debates have never been stronger. During this critical time, the award-winning film The Matter of Life cuts through the rhetoric and hatred and exposes the real issues